24 hours of their arrest if they remain in custody. The purpose of first appearance is to inform you of what you've been charged with and to determine probable cause. Probable cause is whether the facts and circumstances lead a reasonable person to believe that a crime has been committed and that you are the person that committed the crime. When you come to the podium, if it is not your intention to plead guilty or no contest today, or be it in the future, please do not talk about your case. You do have a right to remain silent. Everything that you say and do here is being audio and videotaped, and we do have an assistant state attorney present with us this morning. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, this court will consider appointing one for you. We do have an assistant public defender here with us this morning. You have a right to communicate with your lawyer. You have a right to communicate with your family and friends to let them know where you are, and the jail will provide access to a phone to make that happen. When you come to the podium, I'm going to tell you what you're charged with. I'm then going to ask you whether there's somebody on the front row that's leaning over. Ma'am, I need you to sit up and make sure that you can hear me. All right, again, when you come to the podium, I'm going to tell you what you're charged with. I'm then going to ask you questions in regards to representation. I'm going to want to know whether you want to represent yourself, you want me to consider appointing an attorney for you, or you plan on hiring private counsel. I'm then going to determine probable cause and whether you're entitled to bond and tell you your next court date. Sometimes I'm bad about giving the next court date, so I'm going to give them to you now. When you come to the podium, if you would like me to repeat it, please just let me know. Those of you that are charged with a felony case, your next court date is a felony arraignment date, and it's scheduled for June 18th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Those of you that are charged with a misdemeanor crime, those cases will be before Judge Lance, and his court dates are as follows. If your last name begins with an A through K, the next court date is June 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning. If your last name begins with an L through Z, your next court date is June 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you were arrested on a failure to appear or violation of probation, your case will go back before the judge that placed you on probation or the judge that you are alleged to have failed to appear in front of. There are many factors that affect whether you're entitled to bond, how much that bond will be, and whether there will be other conditions that I will apply to you besides something monetary. Some of you have been arrested on a warrant or a capias, and a judge has already set on the face of that warrant or capias the bond amount, and whether they would like the first appearance judge to modify that or not. For those of you that have never been in trouble before, Marion County is one of the few counties that offers 4 alternative courts that you may or may not be interested in or qualify for. Those are our Veterans Treatment Court, Drug Court, Mental Health Court, and DUI Court programs. Please speak with your attorney to find out more about these programs to see if you qualify for them or not. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and begin calling the docket, and I ask that you please be patient and courteous as we make it through the cases this morning. I'm going to do the first case at the jail. At the hospital, and then that way, Miss Deputy Lawson, you can go to the second inmate, and then I'll come back to you when you get there. So the first case I'm going to call is Tiffany Moore.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state your name for the record, please, ma'am.
Moore, Tiffany.
All right, ma'am, you're before the court. You're charged with 1 count of retail petty theft being a second or subsequent offense, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 count of possession of fentanyl, and 1 count of possession of methamphetamine.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it your intention to represent yourself? You want to consider appointing an attorney for you, or you plan on hiring a private? I couldn't hear you.
The public defender.
Are you employed, ma'am?
No, I'm not.
How do you care for yourself?
I stay with people.
Do you have any other assets or any other money in the bank?
No, ma'am.
Based on the information you provided to this court, I do find that you qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. At this time, I will appoint the law office of Michael A. Graves to represent you, ma'am. This court has already read through your probable cause affidavit, and I do find that there is probable cause for your arrest on all 4 cases. I'm going to ask the state about your priors and then determine bond.
Lily Joseph for the state. Good morning, Your Honor. She's got a conviction for possession of heroin and possession of drug paraphernalia in 2023, conviction for possession of drug paraphernalia in 2021, possession of heroin, cocaine, and drug paraphernalia in 2018, possession of drug paraphernalia, false name to a law enforcement officer in 2018, grand theft, possession of drug paraphernalia in 2018, fraudulent use of a credit card, 2015, grand theft, 2015, possession of cocaine, 2011. And that's the relevant history, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ma'am, on the charge of retail petty theft, your bond amount is $2,500. On the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, your bond amount is $5,000. On the charge of possession of fentanyl, your bond amount is $5,000. And on the charge of possession of meth, your bond is $5,000.
So how much is that altogether?
17.5? I don't have to leave
Okay.
that to me, right? All right.
Is there any way you could tell me who my judge would be?
No, ma'am, not at this time. And ma'am, I don't want you to go to any Walmart while this case is pending. If there's nothing else,
Just to clarify, any Walmart in Marion
in Marion
County
County,
or?
any Marion County. All right, thanks for that. If there's nothing else, Ms. Moore, your case has been concluded. Deputy Lawson, just log back in whenever you get to the other inmate and we'll come back to you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Judge.
Brian Howard.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good morning, sir. Can you state your name, please?
Brian Howard.
All right, Mr. Howard, you're before the court. You're charged with 8 counts of DUI manslaughter. I have a copy of an application in regards to representation, but sir, it's not filled out at all. It indicates actually that you refuse to sign it. Is it your intention to represent yourself? You want me to consider appointing an attorney for you, or you plan on hiring private counsel?
Public defender,
Are you employed, sir?
self-employed,
And where are you self-employed? What business are you running?
BHM maintenance.
Say that again?
It's called BHM maintenance. Paint and drywall.
And how long have you been self-employed, sir?
For about 7-8 months.
And how much do you make on average per month?
$1,200 bucks.
Do you have any dependents that you're supporting out of that?
No.
Do you have any other assets that you own?
No, ma'am, not at the time.
And do you have any money in the bank?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much do you have?
$700.
All right, based on the information that you have provided to me, this court does find that you qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. I will appoint the law officer Michael A. Graves to represent you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
This court has already read through the probable cause, or yeah, you're not done.
Sorry.
That's okay. This court has already read through the probable cause affidavit. I do find that there is probable cause for your arrest on all 8 counts. State priors.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has conviction for leaving the scene of an accident with property damage in 2019, 2 convictions for driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked, second offense in 2018, grand theft in 2013, driving while license suspended, conviction in 2013, possession of cannabis, conviction in 2009, and leaving the scene of an accident in 2006. And Your Honor, the state would argue and ask for no bond on these charges, given his history of driving with a suspended license. Additionally, there were 33 passengers taken to the hospital, so there may be upcoming charges of further injuries for those passengers. And the defendant admitted to law enforcement that he was in a crash 3 days prior to this. It's clear that he suspended license, and so, to guarantee that he's not operating a motor vehicle, we would ask for the bond.
Alright, he's been appointed to the public defender's office. Any response to him?
Your Honor, there's no indication from the history. She decided that he has failed to appear in the court. There's no history showing that he cannot abide by any instructions that the court would give him not to operate a motor vehicle while he is, if he does obtain bond, Your Honor, I ask that he be given the bond schedule for these charges.
Alright, Mr. Howard, given the nature of the charges and given the, possibility of further pending charges, right now, this court is going to hold you on a no bond on all 8 counts, sir. And given your history of driving offenses, and that you prior leaving the scenes of an accident. And I did read, as the state pointed out, that you were, in a automobile accident at least 3 days prior to this accident. You are not allowed to operate a motor vehicle while this case is pending, sir. And you are not allowed to consume or possess any alcoholic beverages, any controlled substances, or any, take any kind of prescription drugs without a prescription. And there's, of course, a general rule, no illegal, substances. I believe it was, allegation was, some type of marijuana oil too. Sir, do you understand these conditions that I'm putting in place?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Hang on.
If there's nothing else, then, Mr. Howard, you can go ahead and step to your left.